What's going on, guys? So for this week I worked on my first title screen for my game, and I put up here alpha test build version 1.0 just because I don't have a title yet, and then three simple buttons here which I made in Gimp. So new game, continue, and options. So I'm going to click new game here, and this is the cool part here. This is the first time that I have kind of like a transition from like a title screen into the actual character creator. And if you guys have seen this, this is pretty cool. You could change like skin color, different hairstyles that I have. I'll definitely have to, polish them up because they don't look great, but just like placeholders. And you could also change the length, hair color, if you want to go blue, purple, whatever. I'm just going to go like a brown here. Eyes, I'm going to make, let's say, green. Shirt, I'm going to do, let's go like a orangish type color. And then pants, let's just do black. So this is like the first part with the colors, and then down here you have the blend shapes for those who have not seen my previous videos. But you could change any of these 20 different blend shapes. So I'm going to make them kind of distinct so you could see it when it goes into the next scene, which is my favorite part. And let's say you go in, and I'm going to change my name, say Indie Progress, click confirm, and you go right into the game, which is so cool because this is the first time I'm going from like title screen to character creator, and then actually in the game where you could run around. So I fixed a few things where it could just swap the certain variables, so when I make my save and load system, it'll be able to take any information such as, and these are just random characters I've made and random poses, kind of messed up, but what I also did was make it so the mesh only collides at a certain trigger. So if you're right up against it and you start the swing, it's not going to collide with the axe mesh collider until a certain point when he's actually in the middle of the swing, which is pretty awesome as well. So I did that. It's really cool to see the flow from title screen to creator to the actual game, where you could run around and collect items, and they go in your inventory. You could wear this. Now I have to change it so the mesh doesn't show through like the hair when you're wearing hats and clothes and things like that. So that's another thing I do have to fix. But it's cool to see that a lot of these systems still work together, picking up items, dropping items, and the fact that it's like kind of like a pretty cool flow from the beginning to the actual start of the game. So right now there's no save feature. So if I go back to the start of the title screen here, I have continue and options, but I don't actually have any functionality for them. They're just set up. But what I want to do is create, and what I have been doing is creating a game data manager that will take a scriptable object. So for example, I used in this video appearance and equipment data, and it's going to save that data so it'll persist through the different scenes. And I want to use the same thing so we could save in a separate file, and then you'll be able to load that and continue your game. Now there's a lot of things that I have to think about when I do this, and I started working on this, and I'll be working on this for the next week as well. But what data is actually needed to be saved? So you have the player data, which you see there, like the appearance, attributes, stats, currency, inventory, action, and then other things about the environment, weather, time. So I want it to be kind of not just like a daily autosave. There will be a daily autosave just in case, but the player should be able to save at any time they want, in almost like a Skyrim type fashion. So I'm trying to figure out now all the things that need to be saved so the player can continue, and they're just at the point that they left it. All the NPCs are in the same spot. All the quests are in the same progression state. So I got to think about all those things. But for the first eventual test, it's going to have the basics of the time, the date, the currency, the items, the action slots, stats, and basic things like that that should all be saved. So I'll be working on that in the future or the next week or so. And thank you for watching, and feel free to let me know if you have any questions or comments below.